Coolest sandwich in the world? Today we're making fish finger sandwich. I cannot explain how often I make this, but my batter is pre-made up from last night with a cup of flour, a cup of cider and 1 egg. Now I like to use Thatcher's cider because it's got a lot of flavour and you'll notice it in the fish. And we have here our flour. I'm going to take that sea bass. Sea bass is actually quite cheap, which is amazing. It's about £2 to £3 a piece of sea bass in your local Waitrose currently, which is fantastic. It's never more than £4.50 for a good slice or two. Batter, naturally straight down in the fryer. When you put fish in a fryer, always lower it gently. You don't want to splash back and you don't want to burn yourself. Now the way I make sure I always get the crispiest, flakiest, crunchiest batter possible, my batter mix is a little bit runny. You know, I don't want it too thick. I don't want too much flour in there. I want it to sit on the fish, but I want it to be almost runny enough that it doesn't, in a sense. Never put your fish into the fryer with a basket. Always put it in without the basket. And don't pull your fish out too quickly because you want that batter to be crunchy and not rubbery. So the longer you leave that fish in the batter, the more flaky that will become. So I like to give it 5 minutes personally. Use whatever bread in the world you want, brown or white. I think with fish, white bread is the only bread. And sadly, I couldn't find my favourite loaf, white bread bloomer. If you can't get white bloomer, go for a good farmhouse loaf. It's just as good, underrated, doesn't sell as much as it should, but by God, is that good in a fish finger sandwich. And you spread on some minted peas, it's not traditional. On your other side, you add your tartar sauce. Slice your fish diagonally in half. Add in a couple of gem leaves and serve.